All right, today I want to talk to you about my upcoming course. I actually have two coming up. One is for people that are really truly trying to understand non-duality, the basics, and the idea behind it is that I think that before you can run marathons, you need to learn how to crawl, you need to learn how to walk, and so these are the beginning stages. The second program we'll be offering is a more intensive course in which we will be combining everything I have taught in the first course plus mastery of our air skills, because that's really what I'm trying to get you guys to. So the two classes are upcoming. They're going to run somewhat side by side. And you must decide which one you'd rather take part in. It really depends on your level of mastery. But today, I want to talk to you about some of the reasons why you might want to take this class. So if you are currently in a relationship, trying to pursue a relationship, or trying to understand how not to have these butting of heads or the ghosting or eliminate any of these things, then it is important to understand the illusion and understand how we are each other and how to be the intelligence behind the veil. That is of the utmost importance. So let me give you some examples of why when you know who you are, it makes a ton of difference, okay? Sometimes you might encounter someone, right? Well, let me backtrack a little bit, okay? Let's think about this for just a second, all right? If you think about it this way, a lot of people, if we know we are everyone on earth, and we know exactly how because our 3D world is clearly evidence of it, like me, okay? Is this true of everyone? I'm not special in any way. I'm just trying to say this, okay? When you know this, you must try and figure out what is it about this person that makes this person unique. Why, if everyone is you, why do you select someone above the other person, right? What is it that you're after, okay? So the honest, most simplest answer, okay, true love without fear is the ability to perceive yourself in another human being and understand exactly why they are the way that they are. It's not a mystery. It's never a question. It's actually a very unfair advantage because we have the ability to be the woman inside their head. Okay? We can trade perspectives, we can trade bodies, we can totally see and understand everything. Because what you guys have to understand, creation is finished. There is nothing to do here. What you are after is maintaining your vibration, and then all the subsequent consequences, you know, the how that you guys worry about, they're already predetermined. I know you guys don't, you probably haven't thought about it this way, but that's the reason the how is not up to you. They are all predetermined. So what you're really after is the state, because when you manage your state, every subsequent action that follows has already been set. Kind of like a choose your own adventure book, right? If you go to page 2, this happens, and if you go to page 30, this happens, right? Well, that's true about the game of life. The whole thing is finished, and the only thing we are after is the mastery of our own vibration, because everything else will follow. But see, until you understand the design, it is very difficult not to fear. It is very difficult to treat someone as separate. But what I'm trying to do here is teach you guys that there is no separation, because the only healing that ever needs to occur in your life is the separation from God. When you understand that everything is in fact your story made real, your actualized judgment made real, and you can see how this person is being exactly as they are being, there are no more mysteries. It's a very unfair advantage, you could say, because telepathy, automatic byproduct. Automatic. It just is what it is, okay? Why? Because nothing exists outside of your head. So your brain, basically, when you look at a rose, for example, okay, the rose actually, the image of the rose exists in your mind first, and what you are perceiving is the projection of your own mind. So whether it's a rose or whether it is the relationship that we already have, this is always only occurring in here, okay? What is in heaven must occur below by law. It is an exact image. So until you're aware of what is going on in heaven, notice how I'm pointing at my brain and my head, at how I'm thinking, I will not understand why my world looks the way that it does. Okay? So when you want to eliminate problems, when you want to eliminate the consequence, the natural consequence of what happens when you are fearful in relationships, then this is where you want to start. Okay? Because when you're in fearful of relationships, you're viewing a relationship in a totally different way. You are treating that person as it's separate. And so you are buying into the illusion going on in your head, and you will step into all the predetermined states that are already set up. And the difference is you will be convinced that that's how it is and it's the only way that it can be. That is necessary. However, you have the power within you to correct yourself in all times. Now let me tell you what else is a benefit of this. If that person gets sick, automatically healed, because they are going to teach you what needs to be corrected in yourself, and when you do it from behind the veil, the illusion automatically changes. When somehow they are on hard times, maybe they don't have the type of money or income that you really wish that they had, well, that sometimes stops women from giving someone a real shot. Do you know what that mistake that is? Huge, 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 huge. Because that is still you, and you have the ability to see them better, to train them better, and to lift them up to the level where they deserve to be. And you're not separating them. Because in all occasions, you are God. You do not think of yourself as separate, and you have the ability to bless your union in every single shape, way, and form. It is unlimited. But if you're trying to figure out why this person and not the other, or if you're trying to understand why these things are happening, or trying to understand the bigger picture, what's going on behind the veil, why does this person behave this way, all of these things are answered instantly when you understand the design. And that's what I do. I do not live in the world like everybody else. I do not. Okay? Things fall out of the sky for me. Things just show up. I simply speak and tell my truth, and then everybody just shows up and resonates. Like, it is not effort. I do not try at this. Okay? I simply understand the design from behind the veil of illusion. And that's what I want to teach you guys, because I'm not special. It's true of everybody. But if you want the love of your lifetime, you got to understand how to be your love of your lifetime. If you want to eliminate all strife, you want to understand how to not be strife. If you want to have this harmonious union that you're after, okay, you must understand how to be divine love. And divine love has no separation. Zero, okay? It understands that what I see externally is my shadow, my inner conversation made real, and I am only viewing at myself from a different angle of perception in the mirror. That's it. And so if I treat that reflection as separate from me and buy into the illusion of my fear, I will suffer the consequences of my actions. But what I'm trying to say is it is possible to stop all of that, to not suffer the consequences of these actions. Why? Because you are always creating these scenarios, and what you must learn to do is transcend the veil of illusion that is going on in your head. You are the veil. You are the gatekeeper. You are the reason for the material plane. It has nothing to do with anything else. You have a blank canvas from which, quite honestly, the universal design is so simple to understand, it's not even funny. It is the greatest trick ever played on mankind. Okay? And the way that it works is you are part of the source light. You create an imaginary identity, and you stand in front of that source light so that you can perceive a shadow down below. What is down below is the universe that you are. And the only way that you can see yourself as separate is because you are pretending not to be everything that Source is in order to experience your consciousness on display. This is not difficult. This is not rocket science. This is so simple. I can make a children's book about it and the child will understand. So you all have that same ability. I promise you this, okay? So if you're after this and for whatever reason you can't catch the live, still purchase the program. You would benefit from the recordings, okay? And secondly, if you are in India, Okay, if you are based in India and you want to take this course, please see me. I am offering special pricing for anyone who is in India based on the fact of our money exchange. I'm very well aware of the exchange rate, and so I want to be fair to anyone who is in this country. Okay, now, last but not least, you guys, remember, if you are trying to attract someone, if you are trying to eliminate strife, if you want to understand why things have occurred the way that they have, then this course is for you. It's for you. It is really, really, really simple when you have healed the only perception that will ever need healing, and that is the illusion that you are somehow separate from God, because everything is God. So if you don't know that you are everything, the world is going to appear a little bit different. It's going to appear the way it always has, but there is a different world available to you, one that is available to every human being on earth. And this knowledge is priceless because it leads to peace in everything. Everything. And it doesn't have to be just romantic relationships. It could be any relationship, because you are the only one in the equation. You get to use your body kind of like an interactive virtual game, and you get to enjoy the hell out of the experience, but you'll never suffer again. Like, why? Why? When you know how the design works, suffering is absolutely unnecessary. And you'll never be fooled by this illusion. You'll never be ghosted. You'll never be cheated on. You'll never not be appreciated for who you are, because finally, the secret of all secrets is out. You appreciate who you are, so you are able to receive someone who appreciates you for that. You will never hide behind the illusion of someone else. You will never act in accordance to fear, because quite honestly, if you are fearful in relationships, you are not experiencing love. You're experiencing the illusion of it. And the illusion of it will never be as perfect as you are capable of having until you let go of that fear. Okay? So I welcome anybody and everybody to ask me about the course. The site is, I guess, finally up. We're all set. And I welcome any and everybody who is looking for clarity, okay? It's not just about relationships. This is just one of the topics we will cover in this week, in one of these weeks. And it is more about finding peace through your center, where everybody belongs, because that's where we all are. So when we lose all delusions of fear, all delusions of separation, when we truly know how to find our center and we can be there, we have a totally different, empowering act and view of life. We enjoy life every second. We will never, ever be fooled by illusion again, ever, okay? And everything will make sense. Even, especially when we are blessed by a trigger, because a trigger is something you all need to jump for joy. You need to stop getting triggered, and you need to get really happy, because triggers are quite simply an opportunity to heal multiple lifetimes within you where you experience something that you did not understand. And now that it is full circle, you are able to view it in a whole new different light. So if you do not have the ability to jump for joy when you are triggered, then again, this might be something you want to do with me. All right. I love you guys. This is something that I live for. This is my purpose in life. The reason that I exist, the reason that my name means bridge, because I understand the bridge to eternity. Mind unlocked, you get comfortable being unconditioned consciousness, and you have no problem with anything, because the only illusion we will ever have when we are not in harmony is because we are not in harmony within ourselves. But to get here is 100% possible for everybody willing to take radical responsibility for themselves. So please inquire about the class. Please ask. The website's gone up. We are going to offer special pricing for anyone in India that would like to take this class as well. And lastly, there's a bunch of new services and meditations that I'm also offering on the site. Please check them out. And I hope to see you guys there. Again, we're going to start this class really soon. And then in January, end of January, we're going to have a second one that's more intensive, where we teach telepathy, where we teach how to master our imagination, where we teach clairaudience and what that means. I mean, there's these are just byproducts of knowing who we are. These are automatic byproducts. So once we have these skills, knowing how to use them and master them in life is a whole different level of existence. So either take class 1 or take class 2, but I hope to see you guys there. And I'm excited, you guys. I'm excited just because, like I said, this is my purpose. Like, I don't got anything else to do. I don't want to do anything else. I simply want to share the kingdom with you all, because you are the kingdom, and manifestation only occurs through realization. All right? Real instant manifestation. You guys can work till the cows come home saying all kinds of affirmations. You guys can work against all imaginary obstacles in the 3D world, or you can realize that you are the obstacle and learn how to not be the obstacle to have everything you've ever desired. It's real simple. Okay? Love you. Hope this helps. If you're interested, hit me up, because the real key to life and the real joy occurs when you know this. I promise you, I'm not leading you wrong. This is the truth, the light, and the way. Everything I say is biblical. Everything I say is ancient text. Everything I say is always true. It's not Cindy's teachings. This has always been true. I simply found a way to teach others in the simplest, easiest way possible, because I use my own life as an example, and my own life is way easier than trying to use a textbook. Okay? What is true of me is true of everyone, you guys. I promise. If you're after something and you're still feeling like you're missing it, it's a real simple matter of turning inward instead of being outwardly focused. Outward focus only ever serves as your confirmation loop, so your blind, deaf, mute brain can know where it is at all times. That's it. Okay? It is your confirmation loop, and you must learn to use people as the mirrors so you can guide you through your imagination, so that you're always able to sidestep obstacles, you're always taken care of, and you don't have a care in the world. And that, my friends, is the vibe that brings everything to you. Everything. It's the secret. When you realize that not needing anything is the reason that everything comes to you, you'll change. First, you have to learn how to work with your desires and how to understand what it means to be the intelligence behind the veil. It's easy. It's so easy. I promise. So I hope to see you there. All right, you guys. Love you. Bye-bye.